Um, it's been wonderful watching you guys catch on here in North America. It, I wasn't sure how the album would go, you know what I mean? Like some British bands, they struggle a little bit over here, but it seems like you're doing really well. Um, do you attribute that to anything? Do you think about that kind of stuff? How you're catching on?
I don't know. We do feel very lucky, and I don't think any of us expected to be able to come over to America quite so soon, if ever.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, we have a good team, and I don't know. I really don't know.
You're on I mean, touring with the 1975 is just, that's brilliant. I mean, you're going to get such great exposure, and I feel like there's some symmetry between your music as well. So it's a
Yeah,
good package that way.
they have great fans. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they're very loyal fans. So hopefully, you can steal a few of
And
them.
they're showing up early to see you play, I assume. I mean,
Yeah, they've been great so far. All the shows have kind of been, yeah. I remember going to shows and really ignoring some of the first bands, but they seem to get behind it. Or even if they don't like it, at least you know they're listening.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Now that your debut is a year old, have you taken the time to reflect on it and maybe think about what you would do differently for your sophomore album?
I don't think I'd do anything differently.
Um, what do differently?
Producer wise, maybe
With our next
writing
with our
wise.
next record.
Yeah, have you
Right.
put any thought into what that might
Yeah,
look
totally.
like?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You learn loads of lessons, kind of listening back, and listening back to the record. You think, oh, wouldn't have done that again or whatever. But,
Right.
I mean, that's what it is. A record's a snapshot of where you were. So I don't think you can think too heavily about that. But I mean, there's definitely going to be more reggae on the next one.
Yeah. I'm I'm of the vintage that I saw a lot of shoegazer back in the day, and what I like about you guys is that you play really aggressively. So your album has got a sound, but when you play live, it's got a lot more energy. It's a bit more rock and roll and a little bit more free form, and I'm really digging that.
Thank you.
Do you think that that might possibly translate onto the next album as well? Like
Yeah,
you'll rock out a little bit more?
I think that was something we talked about quite early on when we got into playing the songs off the first album and started thinking more, not letting it inform the way that we do things, but because we do love to layer tracks and create stuff in the studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it might be more of a live kind of energetic feel to some of the songs.
Right on. Um, I guess everybody will ask this, but are you already writing new material?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing,
Good.
concrete. Nothing good, but no. Yeah, we're always trying to write.
Can you write on the road? Like, do you find that you can get the time to do that, or do you need to be together in a studio to really get the mojo?
You just work with whatever your situation and surroundings are, and then hope that at some point we'll get some time to all come together and listen to what we've all done individually and make some new stuff all together, and yeah, just work with what you have, because yeah, that's all you can do, really.
Yeah, yeah. Do you play the same songs here in North America that you would play in Europe? Like, do you service the same material, or do you tend to still
On our headline runs, we've done the same set.
Yeah.
But obviously, support shows we change it. It's a half an hour slot. But yeah, there's no discrimination against the two places.
I remember though, like a year ago, before we came out the first time, we dropped a song called 90 Mile Beach, and then there was a couple of radio stations that were just randomly playing it in the States, so we started playing it again and have played it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A really old song as well.
Yeah, kind of just went, oh yeah, this one's actually quite fun to play.
We were late to the party for Moaning as well. Like, that caught on here a year and a half after it was big in the UK.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's,
we finished on that over in America and Canada, but we don't normally in the UK.
In the UK.
yeah.
It's not even on our album in the UK.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
know. Like, I'm kind of glad that it is, because it's harder to get over here. You've got to import it, right? So
Yeah.
it's nice that the track is included on the Canadian and American version of the album. Who would you say is the practical joker in your band?
Little practical joker.
Practical, like the
Joff, probably,
prankster.
in terms of
Yeah,
like
you're
practical
practical.
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
He likes a really hands-on joke, don't you?
Yeah, I've been stealing people's passes at the moment.
Is that right?
And
I stole
gaffering.
Johnny's the other day, and I stole Will's. He came in drunk the other day and fell over me, and I went.
He also gaffered all of our sound engineers' phones to the ceiling. And he doesn't need 2 phones because he doesn't know that many people. So get rid of one of those phones, buddy.
What do you think has been your finest moment so far?
Gaffer taping our sound engineers'
Yeah,
phones.
yeah, that's it. That's the finest moment.
I don't know what we've had. Like this year has been
Many
like,
fine moments.
genuinely the best thing ever for this
Right.
band. We couldn't like put it down to one. Out of the week that the album came out, we played Glastonbury in the UK.
Last year.
Last year,
Yeah,
but like, that was a good moment.
nice. Pretend your band received £1 million and you had to put it towards doing something in music. What do you think you might do?
Probably get a studio for your band itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think
Then
of-
you could.
You could use it yourself.
And-
Then community studio.
Yeah.
That could be pretty cool.
when
Yeah.
you're touring, it could be used by someone else. Also to
And all
have
the bands that you love that, you know, you want them to release more music, but for whatever reason they can't, then they can use your studio and
Yeah.
they can put out the music that you want them to hear. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the studio's going to cost $2 million.
So,
You crowdfund the rest. How do you guys find out about new music?
Internet.
Yeah?
I think the internet's pretty good at. You can discover such a massively widespread selection of bands through the internet.
and support. Always going to see the support bands of whatever show you're on your way to is really a good way
Yeah.
of new music and also supporting the new bands.
I ask them periodically about once a month.
What's good?
I like what's new and alright.
When you tour, what is the one thing that you have to bring with you?
I lose so much stuff. We've been on tour for so long that it's kind of.
I feel like the longer you go away, the less you actually need. If we knew we were going away for 2 months, I think our bags would have been a lot bigger at the start of this.
My bag was massive, to be fair.
I think I wear these clothes all the time.
I don't know. There's no like. We don't. No one's got like a teddy bear or anything like that.
Mine's too precious. I couldn't bring it in case I lost it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Money.
Money?
Bank card.
Is there a song that you've written that has an interesting story that maybe changed from demo to being finished in the studio that you could talk about?
I don't know. The only thing I could think of is a bit boring. Really, is Freezy.
Yeah.
We tried. There was maybe like 6 versions of Freezy that we tried and never managed to kind of really find anything that was like, oh, that's how it should be.
Right.
And then we went into the studio and then we did it that way that it is now.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring, really, but
We prep quite hard, I think, with
Yeah.
songs before we go. Well,
Yeah.
we never really go in the studio, but
We've got quite a clear idea of what things should sound like from our perspective. So when we get into the studio, it's like about realising that sound that's been in our heads more than letting it take its own.
Okay. Would you say that you write lyrics for music, or do you write music for lyrics?
I personally write lyrics for music.
Yeah.
I don't write lyrics at all.
I mean, it changes with songs.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you've got the music first. But I always think my favourite songs to perform and to sing are ones that I've wrote music for lyrics.
Okay.
Because really, the lyrics are like the most important thing because you've spent so much time on them and put them to music so it really mirrors the emotion. Yeah. So.
Yeah. When was the last time a piece of modern music moved you emotionally?
Ooh. I felt quite that kind of horrible, happy, sad feeling when I listened to that new Radiohead song.
Which is the
not the first one.
piano
that came out,
ballad
the-
one, yeah.
Daydreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got really moved by Skepta's album, even though it's not moving, not necessarily like, I don't know, cliche kind of emotive way. But he's an artist that's really broken through in a scene in the UK at the moment. And I was like quite emo listening to it.
Awesome. What's your all-time favorite snack food?
Snack food.
Yep.
I realised how much I fucking love Rice Krispie squares the other day.
Yeah.
You know those things? Those are
Did you
amazing.
make them?
Yeah, but I always made them rubbish. Or like with like the Tesco value Rice Krispies that taste like cardboard.
You like a bugle?
I love Bugle me.
The crisps.
Bugle
Yeah,
the crisps.
bugles,
Yeah.
crisps. What's the first thing you pack when you travel?
My frozen margaritas.
Frozen margaritas? Good
Big
thought.
bag full of frozen margaritas. Some nacho bugles, tango cheese.
Can you pick an
And-
all-time favorite movie?
The Dreamers.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really like that movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
Could you name a deceased musician that you wished you could have seen perform?
I can
I
name.
guess I'd like to have seen Lou Reed, but I
I would
mean,
like to see Nirvana. I think.
yeah.
Yeah?
I'd have liked to have seen the Sex Pistols with Sid Vicious.
Name an artist that you buy everything from.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Willie Mason.
Willie Mason?
Or like even like back catalogue.
Everything. Like you go into a store and that's where you go and it's like, I'll buy that. I'll buy that EP, I'll buy that single.
Nick Cave as well, to be fair.
Yeah?
That's a good question. I've never.
Bought anything.
No, like I always buy new music now. Don't have one band that I've got everything they've put out.
Yeah?
To my shame.
Okay. Name a concert that changed your life.
When I was about 16, I saw the Black Lips play at this tiny weeny venue like round the corner from my house, and it was so just quite mental, and
Yeah.
I just I'd never really properly let myself go at a tiny show like that before. You know, I ended up on stage, that kind of thing, and I realised how fun live music can be.
Nice. Yourself?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah?
Like supporting the Foo Fighters at Hyde Park. I think I really realised how amazing guitar music can be.
How about you?
I don't know if I've seen anything that's changed my life. I think I saw a band. I don't know. I think the biggest time my jaws hit the floor seeing someone, just purely through not expecting it, was seeing a band called Bone Engine
Okay.
in Manchester. Do you know Bone Engine?
I know of them, but I don't know
Yeah,
them.
they're the heaviest, weirdest psych. Are they psych band?
I don't know what they
I
are.
have no idea what they
They're
are.
amazing,
Prog,
though.
weird, but just the most incredible musicians, and I just wasn't expecting it, and just went there and just.
I'm going to check that out. That sounds like something
They're
I'll do.
incredible.
If you go to a gig, because that's where they
They toured
kind of
North
shine.
America supporting Kasabian about 6 months ago.
Mm.
But
No, I didn't get to see that. I don't think that tour came into Canada, actually.
I remember it did.
Yeah. Cool. And lastly, name your favorite top 40 band.
What is the top 40 band?
Kings of Leon?
Yeah,
Top-
definitely.
Yeah, they're totally top
I don't
40.
know. I feel like I'm not quite sure what is top 40 or
Yeah.
not. Sometimes it takes me by surprise.
Miley Cyrus. She's not banned, but I love her. She's definitely top 40.
Oh, yeah.
She's like number
Yeah.
one.
That was profound. I have no idea. I'm in Toronto, so Drake.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
coming for you, Drake.
You don't like Drake at all.